Okay, so thanks for tuning into my BubbleBall.me. Today I have Chris with me from Sacramento BubbleBall, located in Sacramento, California. You can find him online at sacramentobubbleball.co or sacramento.bubbleball.co, Facebook and Twitter at SacBubbleball. Is there anybody anywhere else that people can find you?
We have a Twitter and Instagram at BubbleBall.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I think it covers everything.
All right, so I'll be sure to put the Instagram in the description as well. So how's it going, Chris? Thanks for joining me.
What's going on? How are you?
I'm doing well. So bubble soccer is still fairly new in the U.S., and so I was just wondering, how did you hear about it and what got you interested in it?
Really, I just came across it on social media, pictures.
Social media and pictures?
Sorry, what was it?
What was the last part you said? Sorry.
I saw videos and pictures online, and it looked really cool, so I just decided to look into it, and I just said, I really wanted to do it and to share it with other people. I started with it. Yeah.
Nice. And I know that there are a few different companies that sell bubble balls and things like that. And so how did you choose the company BubbleBall?
I did my research. I talked to people from different companies. I talked to several people from BubbleBall, several local partners. Everybody seemed really happy with it. I think it's the people that were doing it that really prompted me to move forward.
Oh yeah.
With BubbleBall.
What were some of the things that they said that convinced you?
Well, one, they're all just really excited. Most of the people that have been doing it for a little while seem like they were having a good amount of success. I asked them about the company, BubbleBall company, and they had a lot of good things to say about it. So just overall, people seemed excited, had a lot of good things to say.
Nice.
There's a whole lot of specifics, but yeah, in general, it's very good feedback.
Great. How long have you been running the business then?
I'm really new.
Yeah.
Probably about 2-3 months maybe.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
How is it?
Hopefully I have to share.
How has it been so far?
It's been really good. Slow. It's still a little bit slow, but that's kind of what I was told what to expect. I guess starting any business, it doesn't get running as fast as you want it to, but a lot of good stuff so far, a lot of support. All of my friends are very interested, so
awesome.
It's keeping me busy, and I'm excited about it.
Awesome, that's so great to hear. And so, what are some of the challenges then that you're facing right now in starting the business and working on, growing it and spreading the word?
Let's see. Some of the challenges, I guess, just getting word out there. It's like you said, it's fairly new. So it's not so new that people don't know where it is. But we're kind of a new presence in town. It's hard to get everybody to know, or let everybody know that we're here, that we're available for events. So just kind of getting the word out, picking the right avenues to get the word out, trying to find good partners, and to just good channels to advertise.
Yeah, absolutely. What are some of the avenues that you've been using so far?
Well, I tapped my social network. I tapped my personal network. That was the first thing I did, and then I think we're going to focus on social media a lot. So we've been working hard to build up our Facebook, and then we'll probably transition into building Instagram, and Yelp is a very important presence that we need to have. So kind of just not approaching, our strategy is to kind of do one after the other versus kind of grow all of them at at one time.
Yeah.
So we're just kind of working through Facebook to start with.
Nice. Yeah, and actually, I did take a look at your Facebook page, and I really like the videos that you've put up.
They're awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I think they're awesome. Like, it's just, it just shows some, like, really, like, cool and funny stuff that you can do with bubble balls. Yeah, especially, like, the stacking one.
Yeah, that's kind of an interesting thing that came about. Like, I've done a few events, and I don't know if the other groups saw the videos or they just kind of thought of it themselves, but it's kind of a fun activity that people enjoy doing that I never thought they would enjoy. So.
Yeah. Yeah, when I first heard about bubble balls, I was like, this is weird, and I don't understand it. But, yeah, but it's,
You thought bubble ball was weird in general?
Yeah, it just looks so weird.
Oh, yeah.
That I was like, I don't get this.
Yeah, and that's actually something that comes up a little bit, is that unless you have, like, a good video, people see people running around with bubble balls, and they're like, well, what are you supposed to do?
Right.
They kind of have to explain, like, oh, there's games you can play, like bubble soccer, or, stuff like that. So, yeah, it's interesting that you brought that up as well.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because, like, the more, it's like, I feel that's, like, once you actually experience it, the more that I've looked into it, it's one of those things that, like, once you actually do get to play and you get in the bubble ball, it, like, out of the business owners that I've talked to so far, like, just people love it. Once they actually experience it, people have a blast and they love it.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So what kind of people, like, what I guess, like, age or demographics, like, what kind of people is your market? Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, we're happy to share with pretty much anybody who wants to enjoy it. I think we've had a lot of success with people that are, younger professionals, people that are active, that, like being out, socializing, finding something good to do with each other. We've had a lot of inquiries for, like, birthday parties of younger people. And those are great. Those are great. When I do them, it just seems like people that are a little bit more physical have a better time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because the bubble balls are pretty heavy.
Right. I mean, it doesn't stop, like, smaller people, smaller kids,
yeah,
trying to enjoy them. It's just they're not as able. So I guess in comparison, they have nothing to compare to, so they're having a blast.
Yeah.
But when I'm watching, it looks like people that can really go at it, really enjoy it. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, our market's pretty much anybody who's interested in, there's a wider range of people that are interested than I ever expected. So.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I always would have thought that it was something that, like, maybe college kids or something, like that age and that age alone would be interested in. But have you noticed a larger range of ages for people playing bubble balls?
Yeah, I mean, I guess more younger people than I expected, because like what we just talked about, I didn't think they would really be able to, and therefore I didn't think they would have as much fun.
Right.
But they actually really do, so what am I to say?
Yeah, right? It's like, if they want to play, let them.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you have the small bubble balls too, so that younger, like, 10-year-olds can play as well?
Well, I have the medium-sized ones, and those seem to be pretty adequate. I've inquired into the smaller-sized ones, and because I have nieces and nephews, and there's a lot of younger people that I could actually probably promote to.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of. It's a tough decision to see if it's actually worth it to buy the smaller one.
Really?
Yeah. From what I haven't tried them out, which is something I still plan on doing, purchasing water to see if they are much different. But the advice I've gotten is to try to get by with more of the mediums, because they seem to work with more people, versus if you get a smaller ball or smaller bubble ball, that is you only get it to people that need that smaller size. But there are some people that say definitely get them because there's a big market out there. So I'm still personally trying to decide whether to go that route or just do it.
So the mediums are pretty good for the majority of people.
From my understanding, that's supposed to be true.
Yeah. Okay. and from
lately, I've been running into people just feeling like the larges are even too small. So
wow.
This is kind of a new development. So,
yeah. Okay, that's interesting. What was I gonna say? I don't remember what I was gonna say. It's all good. How many bubble balls do you have for your business?
Right now we're working with
12. And is that a good amount, would you say, to start out?
Yeah, I think that's a good amount to start out with, to get a good feel for what you need and what you don't need.
Are you looking to buy any more?
Not immediately. I would like to buy some more, maybe within a month or two, but we kind of just have to see.
Yeah, see how the business goes. Yeah, great. So do you now? I know that some people, when they start out their bubble ball business, they have the intent to do leagues. Do you have any interest in leagues, or are you sticking mainly with private events and parties?
I would like to learn more about how to run a league and how that works. So I do intend to do a little bit more research to see if that's feasible, something we should add to our business.
Yeah.
It's definitely something we're interested in, but in the beginning I think we're going to focus on rentals for private events and parties. Yeah,
absolutely. Okay, and then how is the whole rental process? Do you have a field that people will come to you, or do you go out to them?
We usually we have places that we can kind of recommend, but every group is very different. So it's and the location, and then if they need assistance with that or any suggestions, then we can make them. But I found that each group has such different needs that it's really hard to kind of anticipate something and ensure that they have everything.
So it's just sort of dependent on each specific circumstance and group.
Right. Every group, if they're going to rent, they're supposed to find a location as well.
Okay. And how's the setup for the bubble balls?
What do you mean?
Like inflating them and pumping do you have any game prep, things like that?
Definitely. Like I said, every group is different, so depending on what they want, where we're going to be.
So
okay. The situation varies a little bit, but setup, is pretty much the same. We'll get there an hour. We'll set up just the games. There's a lot of games that seem to go over a little better. We'll kind of stick with those. Just depends. Are they younger people that aren't as active? Are they really active, and do they need a whole field for runoff? We try to cater to the needs of the group as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you? It's funny because in an interview that I had later today, this one woman, she mentioned she used a leaf blower to inflate her bubble balls. And so, do you use a pump, or have you found a different creative way to inflate them?
Yeah, we use the pumps.
Mm-hmm.
Or we use pumps. I actually did recommend what it's called the Works, WORS, I believe. But it is a leaf blower, and it works. It's just not as efficient as like a generator and pumps.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I believe I do know what that lady is talking about. But yeah, that's actually a really good backup, just in case you need something that's pretty cheap but portable. You don't need an entire generator and a pump. It's just kind of something handheld that you can use. But I wouldn't rely on that.
You would not exclusively on a leaf blower.
Right.
Okay, and then for the pump and the generator, is that just something that did you buy the pump through BubbleBall, or did you just go out and buy it yourself?
I'm not sure exactly how much I should talk about what was included in the package, but
okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I shouldn't either.
Okay, yeah. No worries. It's whatever you're comfortable with talking about.
I don't mind completely sure. I just don't want to drop a line and like be like, oh, hopefully you're doing it once. And that's supposed to check. Okay, we'll pass on that one.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, and let's see. Oh, how is the safety been with your games so far?
The safety's been good. We try to be as vigilant about checking everybody, making sure that they're fitted right. So actually, that seems to be a majority of the work. We try to have 2 to 3 people at every event, just making sure that the bubble balls are properly set up and that people are using them correctly. So we do our best because that's very important.
Okay, great. And have there been any moments yet that this particularly stick out of something either that you felt was a really big success, or maybe something that was particularly hilarious during one event?
There have been plenty of hilarious moments. Let's see. I think it was one of the earlier events that we did. We took them to a school for an appreciation day, and there were 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. We weren't sure how it was going to go over. And at first, they came over because they were interested, and then 20 minutes later, they all went somewhere else. But at the end of the day, they stayed with us. They played for like an hour and a half straight.
Wow.
If you've ever used the BubbleBall, you know that's
a long time.
Yeah, it's a lot of energy expended there. So, but yeah, that was an event that we walked away from that we felt really good, and it just seemed like everybody had tons of fun.
Awesome. What? Say that again?
I think nothing specific exactly, but just a really good moment for us.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, especially if you're, a business owner, like, just seeing people like that you're serving being really happy, I don't think there's a better feeling than that.
Right, exactly.
Great. And then, if there was somebody that wanted to start out their own business or wanted to purchase bubble balls, would you have any advice for them?
Yeah, I guess just take your time. Take your time, do your due diligence, and just talk to as many people as you can. If you can line up events beforehand, I think you'll find yourself in a better position than jumping into it sooner and kind of waiting around or trying to hustle to get it. done differently.
Say that one more time? Sorry.
That's what I might have done differently.
Taking your time and exploring things further?
Taking my time and exploring and trying to actually get events set up or get potential clients beforehand.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that is a great piece of advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine, because I can imagine waiting for bookings can be stressful at times.
Yeah, and it feels a lot better when you're kind of already running.
Absolutely. I mean, if it's any indication from other people I've talked to, hopefully, within a few months you should be plenty busy.
Yeah, that's the hope.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any competition in your area?
There is some competition. I don't believe they have a huge presence. So I think if anything, we're all kind of new, or the people that have been around are doing a lot to push their marketing. Like one of the parks districts has their own set. They do leagues and they do rentals, and they're actually able to do them at a decent price. But I don't think they spend a lot of time advertising that they're there or that their services. So,
yeah. So you'll have the advantage of marketing yourself at least.
Yeah, I hope so.
Right. Okay, and then is there anything that we haven't talked about that you'd like to mention or add?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay. Then I think the last question will be, would you have any questions if there was somebody who who had been, running a successful BubbleBall business for a few years? Are there any particular questions that you would ask them?
Yeah, I think this industry is new, so there's just a lot of unknowns about it. Like what are the best activities to play? What are the best practices in regards to protection and safety and maintenance? So there's a lot of basics that I'm figuring out as I go.
Yeah.
If there was a resource, and this is probably what you're creating, but if there's a resource where I could figure all these things out, and there's people that I could talk to that would openly, share their best practices, that would be great.
Yeah, great. Well, that's.
I don't know, so I don't have too much to contribute yet. But,
what was that?
I said I'm new, so I don't have as much to contribute yet. But,
yeah. Well, I mean, that's hopefully what I'm planning on turning this website into. So you might find some stuff of use on it.
I look forward to seeing the stuff you have on there and get in the future.
Yeah, thank you. All right then. Sacramento BubbleBall, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And so if someone wanted to book, they would just go to the sacramento.bubbleball.co.
That's right.
All right, great. Unless there's anything else you'd like to add, I think we're all set.
Okay, thanks for the interview.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Okay, you take care.
All right.